Do you agree that it's not fair for her mom to be held responsible at the end of the day?
I disagree.
Okay, tell me why.
She co-signed the lease for 2 young 20-something years olds. We didn't have credit. We didn't have money.
So you're basically saying she shouldn't have trusted you in the first place, and this should be a lesson to her not to trust you.
Yes.
I appreciate the honesty. And you know what? I don't think that's so ridiculous an argument. And that is why the billing company did hold her responsible, because that was their position. But what about your daughter? Have you thought about maybe holding your daughter responsible for some of the rent?
Oh, she did help pay. I paid it out of my account, and she reimbursed me for half of it each month.
Okay, so she took responsibility for half of that amount.
She did.
Okay. I'm going to open it back up to my colleagues.
So if Shay paid half of the $3,137 that you're suing the defendant for, isn't it only fair that the defendant be held accountable for only half?
No, because he led us to believe that he had added the new roommate to the lease. So Shay nor I had any reason to believe that we were accountable anymore until I got the notice of the unpaid rent. He also, when all of this transpired and he received his final notice, he made the arrangements to make the payments himself. So he at no time...
That's correct. You're right.
He at no time approached either one of us about helping with those payments. He accepted responsibility for the payments. He just wasn't able to make the payments.
Yeah, I see. And also, you actually made a payment.
I have several receipts for multiple payments.
So you took on the responsibility.
Yes.
Now you come here today and you say, oh, I got to come up with some kind of defense. And
Yes, and it's because she left, and like she said earlier, she knew I couldn't pay for it by myself. I had 2 jobs. I was trying.
So you're saying that Shay now suffered the same problem as her mother. She shouldn't have trusted you.
I disagree.
Why didn't you just move?
It's not easy. They wanted me to make 3.5 times rent, first and last month's deposit. You know, it wasn't, especially by myself. And saving that money came from not paying the old apartment, because I needed a place to live.
All right, thank you. We're going to excuse you now while we deliberate in this case. Thank you all very much.
This courtroom is now in recess.
The way I would start to analyze this is to start from the fact that the defendant entered into an agreement with the billing company to pay his obligated charges in installments over a 6-month period. He acknowledged the debt, essentially, and agreed to make payment of it.
But the plaintiff did the same thing. When she found out that it was going to destroy her credit and there was something on her account, she said, I'm going to pay it even though this is not fair that I owe it.
Yes.
So
you're saying that even though he made that acknowledgement, it's not
compelling evidence to me.
compelling that he recognized his obligation.
Yes. I think the fact that he didn't immediately turn around and say, where's your half, might be better evidence. But the fact that he paid the billing company when he had a legal obligation to do so, it doesn't really
because
move me.
she's doing it for the same reason.
She did the same thing. Right.
So then the next question is, the evidence is a little murky about Shay getting out of this deal.
Yeah. I think the problem, and especially in reading their text messages back and forth, we see when, mom texted Shay, your expletive boyfriend, ruined my credit.
Right.
Shay screenshotted that and sent it to Braden and said, what do I do? And I think she was very caught in the middle between a mother who hated this person that she had chosen.
Can't blame her, but
And I think she was kind of still half living there. But more importantly to me, I think everyone knew he couldn't really afford to stay there himself. They mitigated that by bringing in someone off the lease to cover the rent for a while. And that's why they're not on the hook for $12,000 instead of just $3,000. So I don't believe that mom should be on the hook, because I think she was kind of, improperly and unfairly duped, whether intentionally or not, into believing that she was off the lease obligation. So I don't believe that she should be held responsible.
We should give her half.
But I believe that she was on the right track when she asked Shay for half of it, and I believe this man owes her the other half.
Yeah.
But I do not believe that Shay is absolved of responsibility here. There's not compelling enough evidence.
That feels very right.
Yeah.
Giving her half,
Giving her half.
And I do want to say, I think there's a really attractive quality to the defendant's argument that, she signed for a couple of dumb kids. She should be responsible. But as between her and the creditor, absolutely.
Right.
As between the two of them, absolutely not. She gave them a chance, and he can't really, absolve himself of responsibility because of that.
Okay.
So $1,568.
$1,568.
That's half.
$68.
Agreed.
Okay, good.